Hey guys, it's Rocket Blade here. Once again, what is up, everybody? Today we're doing the current showcase of Majin Buu, Bakugo, and Madara with Toshiro's nice added little bonus. So, yeah, I'm doing Jump Force, this time not in Ghetto Vision. I know because I did it the last time. It was like, with All Might, Seto Kaiba, and this weird girl from Hunter x Hunger. I forget the girl's name, but she's like a little maid, and then it gets really all beefy from like something out of JoJo. I can't get over that because how creepy slash weird that is, but yeah, it is what it is. But still, I don't know why people hate on this game so much. Is it like could it be like, oh man, the next big tournament fighter in terms of like Tekken, Street Fighter, or Soul Calibur? No, it's not. It's not going to be. But it's a fun anime fighter regardless. I would rather you get this than Fallout 76 because at least this game actually works. And I expect you to pay $100 gaming pass, which oh my god, I just can't get over that. The game barely works, and they have the balls for asking for like a subscription service. Uh, I hope that dies out as a thing. Excuse me, because that is just ill, just ill. And you can tell. Let's look at the game. It looks beautiful when it flows like this. They all play great. Majin Buu plays fantastic. So does Bakugo, Madara, even Toshiro when you see them on in the video. So it's like and yes, I do show off all their specials, so you can see what each one of them does, and they're all cool in their own unique ways. But yeah, man, it's a fun, it's an easy to pick up type of fighting game, man. It's not like overly complicated. It's not like oh man, like one of those deep curved like fighting games like Street Fighter. It's one of those like easy to pick up and learn fighters like like Attacking or Soul Calibur. Um, but still, I rather enjoy it. It's definitely worth it. I hope it gets like I know they're getting like a second season pass, I believe. And I think Koopa, they mentioned that once that I couldn't get leaked that there's another one coming out. Hope it does because it's definitely deserving of it. It's fun. Though I'll give this credit where credit is due. When it does look bad when you play the story mode, because the story mode, I admit, it's throwaway. It's just like there just to be there. I mean, I know it's trying to make more of a plot of it than the last jump game. I mean, that one was fun too. But the story was just kind of like random and all over the place. But this one, this time at least they're trying to make a story out of it. It's just too bad. It's kind of just But yeah, when they're like talking and like not when it's still just talking and they're not making those facial expressions, just keeping the same basic face they have as you see on the characters, it's one of those things like man, it's just like it looks kind of ugly and looks kind of bad and it looks like almost like claymation-ish in a weird bad way, like it looks something that you see out of the '80s stuff. It looks really bad from that standpoint. Because if you don't know who these characters are, you would think, man, did this Goku character ever smiles? Even though Goku's a character who constantly smiles, you know. You think he's always angry or something, like Vegeta or Bakugo or whatever. But you saw Majin Buu special. Here's Bakugo special. See, they put care and effort to it. It doesn't look fun. It does look like a fun game. I think it's on sale right now. They have like a PlayStation sale. I think it's like for like $30. I'll wait to go. I mean, I'll wait to get first a little bit cheaper, at least like 20. But still, if you were hankering for like an anime crossover fighter, it's good to get for that even for that price as well. So you're looking forward to getting it. I don't see the problem really, to be honest. So what Majin Buu? He's probably the weakest of the group. I mean, don't get me wrong, he plays fun. Though, to me, his moveset's kind of the weakest. Though, if I had to pick a favorite, like, who's, like, the best out of, like, the bunch you're going to see in this video, hands down to Shiro. Man, and I know and I'm not trying to play fair. It's, oh, he's from Bleach, from an anime you like, that's why you're picking him as your favorite. Not true. He's actually really he's legit good. Second place will probably be Bakugo. He's pretty good too. See, even though I'm not a fan of his character, obviously, considering how I announced him, but I gotta give credit where credit is due. Oh, you can see that's the online community right there. So there's a dedicated fan base for it. As you can see, there's there's people there wearing all these creative costumes and stuff. So so there's a fan base. So hopefully they can just build upon that and improve the storytelling and the combat and the graphics too in the future in terms of, for the sequels and whatnot. But yeah. So yeah, favorite Toshiro, Bakugo, then Madara, then Boo being the weakest thus far. Like I said, but doesn't mean they're bad by any means. I feel like out of that roster, that's because they're more easier to control. But but yeah, man, My Hero, man, that anime is blowing up. I think the second movie came out in Japan already. I heard did really well. I believe we're getting that in the States. I think the tickets go on sale late January, and it's coming out sometime in February. That's a Fathom event. Definitely looking forward to that. I'll try to get a review of that ASAP because I definitely want to see that with the group because we went to the first movie and it was a fun time. Though, oh man, I know I'm not gonna enjoy it too. I mean, I know I'm gonna enjoy it, but it's one of those things that it's both Deku focused, which is great, but it's also gonna be Bakugo focused. So it's like, oh great, bring him screaming how he hates as a hate boner for like Deku for like an hour and a half. It's like great. That's ugh. I just hope he evolves better as it gets as the anime goes on. Because right now I just can't stand his character at all. Because I mean, I know people can say it gets better, but it's like ugh. And maybe that could change because for a while I couldn't stand Vegeta. I mean, yeah, combat wise, I loved how he fought. I give credit where credit's due. He gets the job done, and he's great. But in terms of like character, it wasn't until like the Majin Buu saga where you really get to see his character evolve for the better. Yes, he's the other counter move that Madara just did. It's hard. It's kind of hard. You gotta kind of have to time it, but if you get it off, it pays off. You just saw. I believe in just a moment. I'm gonna try to hit his special. Just looks really one of my favorite looking ones in the game. But the bad thing about it is, though, I think it's to be fair. It's kind of the X-ray thing for Mortal Kombat. You can only do when you're less than half health, about halfway or less, or a little bit less than half. I think it'd be like I don't know. I guess it's more about like a comeback thing, kind of like the X-ray for Mortal Kombat. Because you can't do it whenever. You can't like build up to it and like do it like you do in other fighting games. Or, like for example, fighters, you can build up your ki so you use like 3 bars of it to pull up the ultimate special. Here, like it's more of like done as an X-ray kind of dealio, like or in Tekken too, because Tekken does that as well. Like if your health reaches like a certain point, I believe it's either L1 or R1 or the left or right trigger for Xbox fans to I think that was like boost counter. It's funny. Where it pulls off the special, but only when you like a certain health threshold. So, there's that. But definitely looking forward to the sequel of the movie. Can't wait for that to come out. Speaking of movies, man, I mean, even though I haven't seen Demon Slayer yet, I've only seen like clips here and there. I need to sit down and watch it one day. A lot of people like that anime a lot. I never seen it. I mean, it's blown up like so big. Like it's only just after they finished the first season, the studio's like, we want a movie. I'm like, it took I think at least My Hero, even though it was big, at least took 2 seasons to be like, okay, let's do a movie. Where out of the first season of Demon Slayer, it's like, nope, movie, we're gonna do a movie. Alright, it's like, wow, they wasted no time with that. Just, I mean, it's good. I mean, it goes to show you that it's popular. It's getting the respect it deserves. But I do need to sit down, and the animation does look really, really good. But is this one of those things that I need to sit down and see? And speaking of animation, I gotta mention this real quick. And so the new apparently I don't know when it came out. I know I think it's out there. You can look up. You can look up yourself like when it specifically came out. But the new Thundercats show came out, and a lot of people are not really digging the art style and tone of what it's doing. It's like the new. It's like the new. Everyone's like comparing it to like. It's like Teen Titans Go, but for Thundercats, and it's and it kind of like one of like the reboot. The one reboot they did, I think back in 2011, they tried to take it more seriously. Sadly, it didn't do too well. But I think it was more like what happened with Young Justice. They put it out early in the morning, which I mean, most kids don't. I mean, sadly, the day of like kids waking up early for cartoons, that's not a thing anymore. Especially with the day of the internet where they could just look it up later. I think they should like move it to like an afternoon slot. Like maybe like around maybe 12 or maybe like 5 o'clock. Around that time slot, where at that point kids will be up and more likely will watch it. And then because of that, it kind of suffered, and now people saying it looks awful. It has that Cal Arts kind of style. It looks like it looks similar to other styles like Steven Universe and Gravity Falls, which is like the art styles. Gumball, which is like the means of all the Gumball, like all the art styles look like the heads and art styles all look the same, and it's not really different, like in comparison to anime. Which I mean, to some credit, I do understand because each like if you were to see Naruto animation or Bleach animation or Dragon Ball Z animation or Demon Slayer or My Hero, each art style looks very different. Like, oh, that's Kubo's work, from Bleach. Oh, that's Kira Toriyama's work from Dragon Ball Z. Or that's Kishimoto's work from Naruto. So I kind of see where it blends in on the same, but at the same time, like art's not everything. As long as I think the show's good, you can get away with a lot. Like for example, Aqua Teen Hunger Force. Like it's not the best looking show, but it succeeds because it's well written, as well as it's funny, has well written characters, and this is a funny show to watch. So and even the art style's like again not the best. Like even South Park, look at South Park. This style is not the best. It's not a trendsetter by any means. It was like as low budget as it could get, but long as you have a good writing, good characters, you can surpass that. But now I want to get a quick story. I want to get into a quick story how I got into Bleach. When I was in high school, back I think 2006, 2007. Jeez, I'm going back in time here. One of my teachers was actually into the anime, and she's like, "Hey, you should definitely check out Bleach. It's a fun show." Because I think she saw me watching Naruto Shippuden at the time. And one day, I had to do some personal stuff. I had my other brother had to take care of some personal stuff. I saw it. So he dropped me up at the Barnes and Nobles to kill some time by waiting for him while he ran some errands. And I saw Bleach there, the manga, so I picked it up, started reading it, and I read the next one and the next one and the next one. Before you knew it, I was hooked. And okay, after watching it, I think I read 5-6 volumes. But I read all day Bleach, and by the time by the time I finished, it was time to be picked up. And I looked up to see, but hey, I want to look up to see, there's an anime of this? And turns out there was, and I was like, yes, and I immediately had to go check it out because it was just phenomenal. And then I just hope now, because again, this Toshiro character is based on the current Bleach, I think the Quincy War arc that the manga did, but it's had an anime. Hopefully, it does come back sometime this year to show it. As he says, it's off the special, which is awesome, by the way. He stays in his adult form. Which I forget how he pulls it off in the manga. Again, it was I read it a long time ago. I read the manga a long time ago when that happened. But how he's able to achieve this form, but still, it was cool regardless. As you can see, he looks great, and how he fights is just easy to pick up. And his specials are just. It's one of my favorites besides Madara. Because him and Madara is my favorite. So presentation, because they both look wow. But yeah, man. Like I said, all the characters are worth it. But again, something like fighting and easy to pick up. Toshiro and Bakugo are like my go-tos. They both play great. Um, but yeah, man. Hopefully the Bleach anime returns in some form or fashion. Um, because I want to see it return and see it in anime form and see how they translate it. Because I really want to see it ultimately. Yeah, I mean, I'm letting Goku beat me a little bit purposely to see, like, if I do the special again, will something different happen? Um, but as you can see the moment again, you see the cool special again. But it's one of those things like, nah, nothing really happens. It just, you know, I thought maybe like if he does the special again, he goes back to being his original form of being like a young kid. But like, nah, it's just he stays the same, which is cool. But yeah, overall, they all play fine. I enjoy them all. It's it's a fun game. Don't listen to people. Yeah, sometimes you gotta check things out, experience it for yourself. Like I said, it's not gonna be like a trendsetter of fighting games like Tekken or Street Fighter was, but still, it's a fun anime crossover beat 'em up game. I highly recommend it. If you have the extra money and you want like a little like fun little like crossover fighting game to play with your friends, this is the game for it. Again, I'd rather you get this than Fallout 76. At least this game actually works. Alright guys, the video's about to wrap up soon, so again, I hope you enjoyed the video. Thanks again, Koopa, for all the editing that you do. Appreciate it. And as always, guys, please make sure to rate, comment, and subscribe. As always, Rocket Blade signing out. Hope to see you guys again real soon. Peace out, and have a great day.